Hey Pisces, welcome to your reading. Pardon me. Please look in the description box below for a detailed paragraph about the way that I read. I read energy, not gender. That means that anyone here can show up as a king, queen, knight, prince, princess, page, what have you. It's not about whether they're male or female. It's about the energy that they're in. If they're in their masculine energy, they're getting stuff done. If they're in their more nurturing energy, you know, they're in their feminine energy. We all have both. That has nothing to do with our sexual preference. I'm so tired of saying that at the beginning of every reading. Energy can be fluid, especially in a general reading. So if I say, Pisces, why are you doing that? And you're like, it's not, it's my person. Just whip it, flip it, flip it, flip it, flip it. Flip it around, and energy can fluctuate throughout the reading too, depending on how many people are listening or how crazy the stories get. What else? I'll read this like a love story, but this can have to do with friend, family, career, coworker, whoever. So take it as it resonates. If it doesn't resonate, please don't listen to it. Please don't try to make something fit that doesn't. If you would like a personal reading, you can get one at my website. That's at thisthelighealing.com. I have recorded videos like this that are personal to you that are $40 for 30 minutes. And I also have 2-hour personal readings that you can do in person if you live in Arizona, or we can do it on FaceTime or Zoom or whatever you like to do for 2 hours for $95. So, what else? Is that it? I think that's it. That's not it. I forgot to do one of my oracles for you before we get started. I always pull on, I use oracles to pull on the energy of the reading before I start recording, just because it makes it go faster once I start reading and I have already kind of an understanding of what's going on in the situation. But for the overall energy for everybody, I've been using the Dreams of Gaia deck, and I forgot to pull that one for you before we began. So let's go ahead and do that. This reading, just so you know, can pertain to your sun, moon, rising, Mars, Venus, Mercury, 10th house or 7th house placements. Cross watchers are welcome if you're here watching for your Pisces. Cool. My son is a Pisces rising. You guys are such dreamy dreamers. So sweet. So, so sweet. Let's see what you guys get. Interesting. Okay. All right, Pisces. So let's go ahead and begin with your reading. This is starting with you engaging in codependent behaviors. Codependent behaviors come in lots and lots of flavors. They can be codependency on a relationship, like you always have to be with someone. You know those people that, like, you know, they're in a relationship and that relationship ends and 2 weeks later they've got a new boyfriend. That's codependency. People without codependency take the time to heal, take time to be better, take time to learn the lessons from that failed relationship, you know, get back to a good place before they go into another relationship. People that go out of one relationship and right into another one, they're trying to avoid emotional trauma that they need to heal. So that's emotions, but codependency can, I mean, if you drink too much, you can have an alcohol codependency, if you use drugs, if you gamble too much, if you spend too much money shopping, if you overeat, if you watch pornography, if you're promiscuous. All of those things are behaviors when they're done in excess that, a bad choice? Did you make a bad choice? But when they're done in excess, the reason why we do it, and I don't know a human that hasn't done it, is to dull pain. So if you're sad and you go get drunk, then you're not so sad. If you overeat, now you're focused on how full and miserable you are, and you can go into self-loathing instead of whatever the pain is. If you're promiscuous, I can't imagine how yucky that would make a person feel. Just all the not so hot aspects of codependencies. And I suspect that these codependencies, like if you are drinking too much, if you're in a relationship that's low vibrational, if you entered into a codependent relationship and it's low vibrational and you're staying there because you can't heal your codependencies, it's going to affect your money. It's going to have an effect on your job, on your career, on your money. And my personal belief is that God, the universe, whatever you want to call your higher power, for me it's God, doesn't want us to stay in a bad place. He wants us to heal. He wants us to always be progressing. And if he can't get our attention by normal means, he'll start taking our money. So if you're really stubborn and you've stayed in this codependent behavior, whatever it may be, relationship, alcoholism, gambling, obesity, whatever it is, whatever the thing is that's affecting you poorly, he will start to give you financial issues, because that usually gets people's attention. Yeah. All right. So this is kind of beginning with that. But the good news is, the other message here is that you don't need someone else, someone outside of you to be better. You can be a baddie all by yourself. And not that being in a relationship is bad, obviously it's not, but it should be because you're already a baddie and you want to join up with another baddie and be baddies together. Right? That you can be whole and amazing and filled with purpose and interesting in everything all by yourself. You don't need anyone to do any of that for you. Okay, so we've talked about all that. And I think a lot of this has caused a lot of confusion for you, a lot of imbalance for you. I think for some of you too, the codependency has been working too much. Yes, sir. The good news is that I think that you've gotten to a place, be it, financial struggles or, whatever it is, pain, depression, whatever it is, you've gotten to a place that you don't want to feel that way any longer. You don't want to feel bad any longer. So you've begun to look for answers for your, well, I'm just trying to get your deck right. Trying to get your deck good. So you begin to look for what you need to do to feel better. And a big part of what you're realizing is that you have only been seeing things from one very low level perspective. Like, if you went camping, you know, if you went to the mountains to go camping, right? And you get to, you know, you're going to hike this mountain. And you get to, you know, the base of the mountain, and that's where you're going to camp. When you're at the base of that mountain, you know, you can look around and you can see a lot of things, but you can't see near as much as you're going to see when you get to the top of that mountain. And you've been sitting at the base of that mountain thinking, like, maybe this is all there is to know. And then you come out of your tent and you're like, you know what, I think I'm going to climb the mountain. I think that I'll have a better perspective when I climb the mountain. So you climb the mountain. And once you get to the top of the mountain, you're like, whoa. Whoa. I barely had any of the information that I needed. Like, my perception was so limited that you had a very limited perspective on things. And that once you see the view from the top, once you're at the top of this mountain and you can see, you know, what all is out there, you want to go. Like, you all of a sudden have this whole new passion for growth and for, like, you kind of want to go buck wild with all this new information. Like, oh my gosh, I had no idea that I had all this, you know, available to me or waiting for me, or that I didn't see all of this. And like, oh my gosh, what are the different choices that I can make with all this newfound information? And that even as you do that, I think that you're making a decision to leave something behind and go on a different path. You desperately want to seek, like, growth, wisdom, enlightenment, yeah. But before you can do that, before you can make this decision to go down a new path, there's a cycle in your life that you have to end. So this could be a relationship, it could be a love relationship, it could be a job, it could be moving somewhere new, it could, you know, it could come in all kinds of flavors. But there's something that needs to come to an end so that you can, you know, go towards all these new revelations, all these new understandings, all these new perspectives, so that you can see what you want. I think that you're seeing, you only saw maybe 1 or 2 doors before, and now you're seeing like 5,000 doors. All these different ways, you know, maybe not 5,000, but maybe where you saw 2 before, you see 25 now. And you're like, wow, I could do this or this or this or that or this or that, or, and I was really keeping myself, you know, very limited because of my codependencies. I think you're dropping the codependencies, I guess I should say. You know, that's exactly it. That, you know, if you're drinking too much, that you've stopped drinking, and, or you're trying to stop drinking, or you're trying to stop doing drugs, or you're trying to stop numbing your pain with food, or you're trying to stop numbing your pain with promiscuity or gambling or whatever it is, that you've either overcome it or you're putting in a lot of effort to overcome that codependency. If it's this relationship, you're leaving that, you know, a codependent relationship. And as you leave that situation, which I think for a lot of you it is going to be a relationship, that you appreciate what it taught you. That there were lessons that you needed to learn, that there might have been lessons you needed to learn in addiction, if you had addiction issues to something, that you can see the, to me, this is one of the great gifts that God gave to me that I really, really appreciate, is I've always understood the necessity of trials, and I've always understood that trials are God trying to refine me, that He's holding me over the refiner's fire, that He's burning away my impurities as He watches me overcome those things. So even though, you know, I certainly don't want to invite extra trials, but I've always understood that. I mean, even in my darkest moments, I've understood it. And to me, that's a blessing, because so many people get really angry with God when they experience trials in their life. Like, if we never had anything hard to overcome, you know, if we never had lessons that we had to learn, we would never grow. Think about it. Think about if everything always went your way, what would you ever learn? The only time that we were really learning, at least learning rapidly or learning a lot, is when we are faced with a difficult time in our life. And we have to like really think about it. We have to overcome. We have to use willpower. We have to use our intelligence. We have to be strong. We have to turn to our faith. We have to do all of those things when we're faced with trials. When everything's going our way, oh shoot, did I just turn your deck inside out? I sure did. What the heck, Pisces? Why do you have me all like discombobulated? Oh no, it was just that one card. Sorry. Shouldn't be making false accusations. Okay. So I think that you're seeing the benefit of the trial. And now I think that you're learning to, whatever the pain was, that you're leaving it alone, that you're recognizing, hey, I'm going to take this lesson and everything that I've learned and this new clarity that I have, and I'm going to bounce. I'm going to get going. And I appreciate the lesson. I appreciate the trial. If it was a bad relationship, appreciate what I learned there. But you're very, very focused on the present. So for your overall theme that we got the Three of Earth and faith. And this is talking about having faith that what you're planting is going to come to fruition, that these new seeds that have been planted, these new seeds that you're planting or have been planted for you or whatever they are, will bear fruit. Because they will. If you believe they will, they will. There's also something here to do with a child. Children, it could be codependent behaviors that were developed in childhood. And I think that's probably more likely what it is. There could also be a Gemini energy for you. They're the children of the zodiac. And just maybe a outlook that's more childlike. You know, children are very hopeful about things. Children are full of faith. They're full of, you know, they believe in things that most of us think are unbelievable. And I'm here to tell you, we're the ones that have it wrong. They've got it right. So, Pisces, let's get into your reading with the tarot. Because I honestly have no idea what's actually happened here. So, what is Pisces' mood? What is Pisces' mood, please? No longer feeling stuck, but not yet feeling stable. Still trying to tap into your intuition, but feeling better about your ability to do it. Being much more open. You're much more open, where you were feeling much more stuck before. I don't think that you're feeling that way. You're not really sure what you're going to do, but you're open to ideas. Having a hard time with your energy. So open. How is Pisces feeling, please? Page of Coins. A new focus, a student mentality that goes along exactly with this. This is a student mentality. This is understanding that you're learning, being very, very focused on something though. But yeah, learning. Focused, learning, watching, observing. What's the situation? Oop, that one was backwards too. Do a backwards Scorpio in your life. It's the King of Cups. Kind of upside down and backwards. Scorpio energy. What is the situation? What is the situation for Pisces, please? It's just really a feeling of like, whatever this codependency is, you know, this bad relationship or addiction, as soon as that starts to clear up, either you overcome it or you break up with that person or you really improve that situation, you just see things like, oh my gosh, I see things so much more clearly now. And you just want to go, you want to go, you want to go. Like you learn a little, and once you learn a little, you're like, oh my gosh, I love that. I want to learn more, I want to learn more, I want to learn more, I want to go, I want to go, I want to go. What is the situation, please, for Pisces? The card that we have out first, it already fell, but I was waiting to get another card with it, is the Nine of Coins, Nine of Pentacles. When it's upright, this is a very confident, independent energy. It's Virgo energy. This is someone that can take care of herself. You know, she can be alone, entertain herself, you know. She's kind of pre-Empress sort of energy, but she came out in reverse. So this is a feeling of a lack of confidence, a lack of not feeling like you have a special talent, not feeling like, not being comfortable being alone, that codependent energy again. Tell me more about the situation for Pisces, please. Okay. So now we have King of Cups. Remember I said that twisted King of Cups that came out. He came out again. He's upright here, but we have the Ace of Wands in reverse. So this is a Scorpio energy. It looks like something ended here and you're not comfortable feeling alone. Not feeling stable. Yeah. But you're looking at it. You're trying to learn from it. So yeah, it looks like for a lot of you something, you know, something very emotionally stable came to an end or is coming to an end. And you're not feeling good about it, but I think you're trying to learn from it, so that's good. Tell me more about the situation, please. Tell me more about the situation, please. For Pisces. No. Tell me to move on from that. Okay. So let's ask next. What happened that ended this relationship? So I think I'm more talking to the feminine here, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. What happened that brought an end? Nope, they want me to shuffle more. Oh, okay, we're shuffling more. Nope, now we've got turned around cards. Okay, I have a lot of turned around cards apparently that I haven't seen, so let me get these all. I must have done a backwards shuffle and I wasn't not paying attention. Are things feeling like that for you, Pisces? Like you feel like you've got it all together and you're like, oh, nope, I don't. No, wait, I have to take care of that real quick. Okay, that was just it. Just a few of them. Maybe you don't have as many problems as you think you do, Pisces. What happened that this relationship, what was the cause of this relationship coming to an end? What was the cause of this relationship coming to an end? I mean, it's kind of redundant. We've got the World, which is the end of a cycle. The Knight of Cups in reverse, which is not offering love. Okay, so we would guess that. And then Two of Swords, which is a blocked energy. I mean, I'm just going to go ahead and put those back in here because it's... Duh. We already know that. What caused the end of this relationship? What was the cause for this relationship ending? Someone being nostalgic for an air sign. What was the cause of this relationship ending? What was the cause of this relationship ending, please? You want to talk about it? What was the cause of this relationship ending? So we have Queen of Wands in reverse and Six of Coins or Six of Pentacles in reverse. So we have a fiery feminine energy here. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. Four Cups in reverse. So we have a fiery feminine energy who was not giving as much as she was taking. Okay. Trying to think. My normal little reading isn't gonna work this way, so I need to formulate my next question. So we know the situation is a relationship ended and will not start again because the feminine, this fiery feminine, was not being reciprocal. I don't want to ask how you'll overcome this particular obstacle because it's already saying there's no new start, there's no new beginning. That Ace of Wands in reverse is telling us no. So what is the next step that Pisces, what's the next best thing for Pisces to do? And I'm assuming, Pisces, you're the one, you know, that was left behind. If it's swapped, just, you know, flip the energy. What is the next best thing for, the next best move for Pisces? Pisces, this could have been you not being reciprocal, you taking more than you gave. Maybe you're learning, you have clarity now that you were doing that. You know, the other way that this can go is that you know, you could be this masculine energy who seems like the one that was giving more here, and you begin to realize that that tolerating a lack of balance, tolerating, you know, someone who's not reciprocal, someone who takes more than they give, lowers your vibration. And you're becoming very clear on that, and you ended the situation. You appreciate the lesson, and now you're ready to take that lesson and put it into action in your life. I feel really good about that, so let me know in the comments if that was accurate. Either way, because I think it's going to go both ways, just depending on who's listening. So what's the next best move for Pisces? Regardless of how the situation is, what's the next best move for Pisces? Staying in the present moment is very important here. Not holding on. Like, movement forward is for sure important here. What is the next best move for Pisces? Realizing what you were wishing for wasn't the move. Like, what you thought you wanted wasn't it, too. All right, let's see. The Emperor in reverse. Stop being so stubborn. You know, the World card is in the energy oracles, and it came out before, remember, and I put it back in. So the World card represents Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius, which are all the fixed energies, which is astrology's polite way of saying stubborn. So you might have Aries or Scorpio, maybe Capricorn in your chart, or you might have Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, or Aquarius in your chart, and any of those are going to make you very stubborn. They're also going to make you think that you're always right. And you're not. Stop being so stubborn. What's the next best move after Pisces stops being so stubborn? I know you're thinking, but I'm a Pisces. I'm sweet. I couldn't be. Look at your chart. Bet you can. I can think of a Pisces I know that has Aries in a strong placement, and he's very fiery. Hi, B. Very stubborn. What's the next best move after Pisces stops being so stubborn? Actually, I can think of another one too. Hey, Melanie. I'm also getting that this relationship, that you may have become engaged or married even to someone because of your codependency issues. Yikes. All right, come on, stubborn. The advice is literally to like stop being stubborn, and you're being stubborn and won't give me more cards. And I'm just trying to help you. I bet you that's a theme in your life, huh? The people that just try to help you, you want to give them a hard time. But these honorary people that come along, they're like, oh yeah, come on in. What's the next best move for Pisces when they stop being so stubborn? Focus on work. Also focus on, so we got Knight of Coins and the Eight of Coins, which is, Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is the most focused knight, and the Eight of Pentacles is about work. It's also about repeating cycles. Pay attention to and focus on cycles that you've repeated, and stop being so stubborn and mule-headed so that you make a better choice, so that you don't keep repeating those cycles. We're going to go ahead and end this part of the reading right here. And we're going to go into the extended and click on the Vimeo link below, and it'll take you there. We're going to find out what happens for you when you either focus on work or focus on these repeating cycles. See what happens for you. And we're going to get you some advice too, and see what the potential outcome is. See you in the extended. Bye, Pisces.